In today's lesson, we're going to discuss chord pairs, and I'll give you a brand new strum pattern you can use for a Nirvana-style chord progression. So first of all, chord pairs, when you go between from one chord to another, and you can leave at least one of your left hand fingers in place. So we're going to be going over the E minor chord to G chord switch. And you'll notice if you start on the E minor chord, and then we switch to the G chord, the first finger stays in the same place. So watch again. So I have the first and second fingers on the second fret of the fifth and fourth strings. And then the first finger just stays in place. It scoots up just a little tiny bit, and then the second finger moves to the third fret of the sixth string, third finger moves to the third fret of the first string, and there's your G chord. Okay, so what I want you to do right now is just try the E minor. Give it a nice strum. You can do a strum, pick, strum. Make sure everything's coming out clearly. And then leave your first finger down, move the second and third fingers, get that G chord, and do a strum, and then do a pick, and then a strum. Okay, and you can try that again. You can go back to the E minor chord. And like I said, you might have to scoot the first finger around just a little bit because, see, it's right here for when you're playing the E minor chord. It'll probably be right in here for when you're playing the G chord. Just scoot it up just a tiny bit. Okay, so now we're going to go over a brand new strum pattern. So the strum pattern is going to sound like this. It'll be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and like that. Okay, so it's quarter note, eighth, 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 eighth. So let's try this exercise just on an E minor chord for now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Repeat. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, so let's try it one more time, just a little bit slower, and make sure that on the upstrokes you're only hitting the first and second string, or even the first, second, and third is okay, but you don't want to hit all six, like I said before. Okay, so let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, very nice. Okay, so now we have to work on the E minor to G switch, and then we're going to start incorporating that new strum pattern with those two chords. Okay, so we're just going to go back to like a quarter note strum, 4 strums on the E minor, 4 strums on the G. Okay, so follow along. There's the music down below, and we'll start very slowly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to the G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to the G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Okay, now from there, we're going to take that brand new strum pattern that we did and try going from the E minor to the G. So it'll be a 1, 2, and 3, and 4 switch. 1, 2, and 3, and 4 switch. 1, 2, and 3, and 4 switch. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Notice that on the end of 4, I said the word switch. So when you're doing the upstroke on the end of 4, that's when you want to start making the motion to go to the next chord. And you're going to be compromising just a little bit of sound there, like on the upstroke, you're going to be hearing that a little bit, like some notes that aren't really in the chord. So this particular chord is not too bad because we have the first 3 strings open anyway for the E minor, and then we go to the G. Now for the G to the E minor, you're going to hear a little bit of a difference because we do an upstroke, we lift those fingers off, we get the open strings that aren't in the G chord, and then we go to the E minor. So I'll play it very slowly. Try following along. We'll do it with the repeat. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Switch. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Switch. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Switch. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, very nice job. Now the next exercise, we're going to switch to the G chord on beat 3 in each measure. So it'll sound like this. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, so we'll play it again very slowly, and we'll do the repeat this time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and then we switch. 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, now moving along, we'll use a little bit more of the eighth notes in this next exercise. So it'll be a 1, 2, switch, 3, 4, switch, 1, 2, switch, 3, 4, switch. So it'll be a quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, eighth, eighth, with the G coming in on beat 3 for each measure. And again, we'll do the repeat in this exercise. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, switch, 3, 4, switch, 1, 2, switch, 3, 4, switch, 1, 2, switch, 3, 4, switch, 1, 2, switch, 3, 4, and. Okay, now in this final chord progression, we're going to be using the 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and strum pattern with the E minor and the G chord. So E minor is going to be on beats 1 and 2. G chord is going to be on beats 3 and 4. This is the exact chord progression that Nirvana used in the song About a Girl. All right, so I'm going to play it once with the repeats, and then we'll slow it down. You can play along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's play it very slowly. I'm going to give a count off and try to play along if you can. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, switch, 3, and 4, switch. 1, 2, switch, 3, and 4, switch. 1, 2, switch, 3, and 4, switch. 1, 2, switch, 3, and 4, and. Very nice. Okay, so you want to go over every single exercise that we covered, making sure you get all the rhythms down, all the switching down between the two chords, and also making sure that the first finger stays down on the E minor to G switch, back and forth. Make sure that finger just slides just a tiny bit when you're switching between the chords. All right, so work on all of those exercises, have fun, and I will see you next time.